Okay, hello and welcome to a quick video tutorial here on how to use this spreadsheet to figure out the price of your house. Before I get completely started, you'll have to excuse the noise. I've got a class that's going on in the back of my library where my office is at North, so I'll try to talk as clear as possible. And this will, like I said, be a very short video because this is a pretty simple little demonstration I'm going to share with you. So, oh, and I also have a mower going on in the background, so this is a fantastic recording environment. But anyways, this is your spreadsheet that you're going to have, and on this spreadsheet I've already got some things kind of built into this, which is going to be kind of cool. So you're going to go into the Minecraft world, find your house, and you're actually going to count up all of the different types of blocks, and these are the blocks that we're going to be charging. Your overall goal is to find what the asking price is going to be for your house. So we need to find the total cost of the house. Whoops, need a little space there. We need to find the total cost of the house, and we're going to multiply that by our projected profit, and then we will come up with an asking price. So watch this. This is really cool. So let's say you count up how many wood blocks you used, and let's say you used 50 wood blocks. If you put the number 50 in there, hit enter, look at that. It adds up this already for you, and I'm actually going to change this format so that I have it in currency. I'm going to show you exactly what I do here in a little bit. So that cost would be $5,000. And so as I change all of these numbers here, so let's say I go through, there's 50 of those as well. Let's say I used 0 half blocks. I used 10 glass. It changes the number over here for you, which is kind of cool. Let's say I used 13 fence. Let's get a kind of weird different numbers here. Premium materials, which are like clay, brick, wool. Ask if you're unsure, and I'll let you know. Let's say I just used 6 of those maybe for a porch or something. Oh, I used a lot of carpet. Let's say I used 75 carpet. And ore blocks, I used quite a few of those. I used 65 of those. So let's say you count all of that stuff up. Boom, you have all of these totals right here. Now what's really cool about spreadsheets is that you can create these little what are called formulas to actually add stuff up for you, so you didn't have to do that. And so if we look under the hood here, you can see I use one called product. Okay, and product, if you know in math, is the answer to a multiplication problem. And so that's when you multiply two words, you get the product. So I wanted to find the product of these two cells. And so I created a formula. So if I were to change any of these numbers, like I said, I could change 100 here. Let's say if I change 100 to 500, it changes the cost just like that. So you want to make sure you leave this column alone and just put in the numbers that you use. Okay. So what you're going to do now is you're going to create a couple of formulas here. To figure out what your asking price is going to be. And so we're going to put formulas here, we're going to put a formula here, and we're going to put a formula right here. Okay. Now you did notice as I was kind of playing around with this a little bit, I changed a format on some of these. So up in this format, number, you can change what type of number it is. And so here, like on this one for instance, I changed this to a percent format. So if I were to type in any number, say I type in 25, it changes it automatically to a percent. That's important because when you multiply percent, you know that's different than multiplying by a whole number. And so I want to make sure that my formatting is correct. I'm going to change it back to 20. 20% is going to be our target. So what I want to do is this. I'm going to put a little formula in here to add up all of this stuff because guess what? It's tech. It's not math. And who wants to do math in tech, right? We're going to let this spreadsheet do it for us. So if I want the total cost, this is going to be an addition problem. And so what I'm going to use is I'm going to use the word sum. Okay. Now, an important part on spreadsheets is when you want to put a formula in, you need to have the equals sign first. Okay. You have to put in equals. You put equals, and we're going to write the word sum. Okay. Equals sum. So if I click that, it's going to automatically put that in there for me. It's going to put these little parentheses. And what I need to do is I need to tell it what cells do I want it to add up. I could have it add up all of these cells if I want to. But of course, I just want to add up my total costs. And so a really quick, easy way of doing that is to click the first cell and drag all the way to the end of the cells that I want to add. And so it'll drag all of those for me. So it'll go from D2 to D9. This is D2, this one, all the way to D9. Okay, I'm going to put an in parentheses on it, and I can push enter, and it will calculate it for me. So you can see here, the total cost of my house to build was $28,800. That's what it costs to build my house. Now what I want to do is I want to figure out what the profit is going to be, and then add that both together to get my asking price. Okay, so now if I want a projected profit of 20%, I want to make 20% of this amount right here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to multiply these two things together. Now you notice that this is the format of currency or money. This is in the format of percent. So if I actually get to multiply these two cells together, it's actually going to multiply this by the percent number, not the full number. So again, multiplication is a product. So we're going to put the equal sign. We'll type out the word product. And as you start typing it out, it'll actually come up with your options. So I can actually click on it without even typing the whole thing. And this time I'm going to click these two cells, but I can't click and drag because they're not under each other. So I'm going to click this first cell right there, and it's going to give me that one. I'm going to do a comma, and I'm going to click the other cell that I want, which is that one right there. I'll put it in parentheses again, hit enter, and then that right there will be my projected profit. So if I sell this for my asking price, I will make $5,760. And that is not too bad for 3 class periods worth of work, I'll tell you that right there. But now we need to figure out what our asking price is. And again, we need to add these two numbers together because this is what our profit's going to be. We need to put our profit on top of our total cost. And that's what we're going to ask for it. So this one's a very simple one again. We're going to say equals sum because we're adding again. I'll put the parentheses. I can do a click drag because they're right above each other. In parentheses, hit enter again. And this right here will be what I would ask my customer to pay for the house that I just built them. So they would be asking, I would be asking them for $34,560. And if they were to pay that for me, I would make $5,760. So this is a very quick lesson on spreadsheets and formulas within spreadsheets. Because spreadsheets is a very powerful tool. Look at all this stuff we did. We did all this math without even doing math. All we really did was just type in a couple of things and click and drag. Super simple, super easy, and no mistakes on it. So that's your job right now. You're going to go count up total blocks. You're going to come back, plug them in here. You're going to create those 3 formulas right here, and you'll be all done. That'll be the last requirement for this project. If this happens to get done, you are well on your way to getting an O for the project. So, good luck, and if you have questions, make sure you ask present Mr. Meyer, who's probably walking around or sitting at his computer. See you later.